What's happening, y'all? This your boy Trust and Russ. Tap in, like, follow, subscribe, share this, man. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible, but I want you guys to get some substance out of what I'm saying. Hear me out. Don't go left with this or right with this. Don't go, but this, but that was in the past, but that was in the past, because you guys only do all that past stuff when there's a black person trying to make it, right? So let's get into this. Kanye has been banned from UK. He's been banned from the words that he said, not the thing that he done really, because what has he really done? You can show me a picture of him being in a all black Klans fit. We don't give a fuck about no Klan, bro. Him putting on that Klan outfit, you think that's scaring me? It's scaring you. It shouldn't scare you, because there's plenty of ancestors that didn't give a damn about that, didn't have nothing to lose, bro. And they're the reason why we're here today. They didn't worry about themselves. They knew it wasn't right, and they made a choice. They made a choice to escape those slave plantations. You see how I said choice twice. So when you bring up Kanye saying slavery was a choice, in a sense it was. A lot of slaves didn't make it, or men, Africans that was captured, didn't make it off that boat. Either they died on the boat from harsh conditions, or they jumped off and they gave their chances to the sea. They fought back. See, you guys live in a fairy tale land where you think love can exist without hate. You think good can exist without evil. You think light can exist without dark. See, in your mind, you want it to be sugar sweet, and it's not. It's far from that. It's way more complex than just right or wrong. Some decisions are made and they're thought about, and they have to be made because it's the only direction that you feel like at that time you can go. So no, every decision is not the right decision. Everything that you say may not be the right thing to say at that time. If you familiarize yourself with a time and a place, some people just don't really have that luxury. For a whole country to try to ban one man, one black man that didn't cause any harm to zero Jews have died from Kanye West rants. Zero black men and women have been hanged from him putting on that costume. Zero. You're talking about a man that revolutionized music, revolutionized the sound, 808s, revolutionized fashion, revolutionized what a black billionaire looks like. That's my finesse 2-time right there. But you guys got to realize that black Americans are of the walks of our predecessors. You got to, the way we dressed appropriately, that's so-called professional. The way we speak, that's so-called professional. The institutions that we go into and how we conduct ourselves in those institutions or establishments, or from one race, and that is white people. How we bank, conduct business, medical care, phone plans, building permits, agriculture, law school, every single thing down to the penny that doesn't exist anymore. Well, it's not being taken anymore. Every single thing down to the penny is of white people in America. So when you got somebody like Kanye that step outside of that bounds, and you got others that do it as well, and he step outside of those bounds unapologetically. He's not going to conform to your way. And just because you don't like it, you're in your feelings, you're You're emotional about it. It hurts you what he said. What he said, it brought back so many memories. That's just, oh my God. Stop all the bullshit, man. Cut the bullshit out, dog. How much longer are y'all gonna make black people pay for crimes that y'all did and do? How much longer, bro? And then you got black people, yeah, he crazy, he looted, he this and that and third, but we don't got a pot to piss in. Name me a hospital that's black ran, with ideas and healthcare and surgeries that are approved by black people and not approved by a group of lawyers that's either white or not even from this country. Look how long it's taken Dr. Umar to open up his school. He's a radical thinker, bro. He's a Pan-Africanist. They let you literally, if you say that you're that, they will laugh in your face like it's a made-up word. It's a made-up thing. I'm not here to be Black Power, Black Lives Matter, because Black Lives Matter failed y'all too, and you didn't have nothing to say about it. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Nothing to say. Won Grammys off of that movement. Nothing to say that they took all that money and you don't see the black community thriving from it at all. Shout out to all the organizations out there that are there for the people who don't have enough food in their houses, can't pay the rent, can't pay the lights. Because when you go to those organizations, a lot of times there's black brothers and sisters working there, but that money ain't coming from no black entity. It's coming from white folks. Scholarships are paid by the rich. And I ain't saying nothing bad about black people because we only make up like 13-14% of the population in America. So all that voting and all this, that, and the third, the difference that we make is not minuscule, but it can be easily swayed and disrupted just by a couple of percentages. It can go, if you take that 13-14%, chop it up, you got 90% in the prisons. You got the ones that are felons and can't vote. You got the ones that don't vote. Then you got the children that can't vote. And then you got people who do vote, but now you're like down to like 5%, 6%. So all this weight, all of these trials, these tribulations that you put on top of us, brother, sister, when is it gonna stop? I double back to Kanye. What has he did to stop you from living your life the way you want to live it? When has a black person in this country ever stopped, other than like doing heinous crimes? We ain't talking about that. We talking about just speaking. Stopped another person from economically growing. I'm not getting on this tip to, we have to build this country, all this other shit. I can care less about that, man. I can care less about that because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, dude. Y'all even at this point are trying to erase history from the books of what y'all did to black people. And the U.S. is just standing by and they're just allowing the UK to do this to one of our citizens, a citizen that's a taxpayer, a citizen that's put millions and millions and millions and millions of money back into this United States, and y'all, is you going to give his money back? No. Everybody always talking about mental health. We got a whole month dedicated to mental health, but his don't matter. His don't matter. The way his kids see him don't matter. I feel like y'all are so sensitive to reality that is hurting you. Reality is sinking in. The U.S. pays reparation to the Jewish community. for a Holocaust that we did not do. The slave trade was 1,000,000,000 times worse than what happened in the Holocaust. 1,000,000,000 times. And more people died than don't even know how to count. They can't even tally it. It is so high. That not only was black people traded here, there, and there, it was treated, their own African people was doing it. Own African leaders was doing it. Poland was doing it. Spain was doing it. The whole Europe was selling black folks, dog. Y'all got to understand, like, if we want to get ahead in life, we got to start thinking as a unit. If you really care about mental health, you need to really care about mental health. All this other stuff y'all got going on, I don't know what the hell. This is going on to where a point where y'all putting y'all finger at Kanye and y'all making him the butt of every joke and y'all making a black man the bearer of all bad news. This is very, very disturbing. White people got amnesia. The UK especially got amnesia. Because what was going on in the UK? What was going on in the UK not too long ago? Braxton, what was it called? Okay, Google. What was the controversy in the UK with them wanting to be divided from Europe and allowing only people from UK to live there?
The controversy over the UK leaving the European Union, or Brexit, was complex. But a major factor was the debate over sovereignty and immigration. Many who voted to leave felt the UK had given up too much control to the EU and wanted to regain full independence or sovereignty over their laws and borders. A key part of this was wanting to end the EU's rule of free movement, which allowed any EU citizen to live and work in the UK. Those supporting Brexit generally wanted to end free movement and introduce their own system to control who comes to live in the UK. Mm-hmm. On the other side, those who wanted to remain argued that leaving would hurt the economy and that the free movement of people was beneficial. Would you like to hear more about the specific agreements and disagreements that came up during the negotiations?
No. Thank you, Google. Hey.
Glad I could help. It's my favorite thing to
do. I love that thing. Hey, UK, you did not want black people in your country, bro. You don't want them there, bro. The black people that live in the UK right now are completely bogged down with racism. I was in the United States Navy for 8 years. I've been to Australia, dog. I've seen y'all beat the brakes off Aborigines people, stump them to the ground, and the police just walk by like ain't shit happening. Dude, look, y'all can try this shit with people that don't read or travel or that's uneducated or something, that live in Podunk country out in goddamn Kansas City or Kansas or some shit like that, or in Iowa or something like that. But you can't fool an educated person, bro. UK don't even like y'all niggas, bro. UK don't want no niggas living in there, bro. They're one of the most racist places to be. But slavery isn't work. I mean, black slaves deserved it, but Jewish people didn't deserve it at all. Because of what? Because of what? Let me help you out. Let me help you out, man. I can't take this off, bruh. I can't. Even if I bleach my skin, my features would still remain. Even if I was mixed with white or black, I still gotta accept that I'm black all the way. I can't say I'm white on my job application. They'll look at me like I lied. My father's white, my grandpa white, my great grandpa white, my aunties, I got white aunties and white cousins. Why I can't be white? Well, I'll tell you, because you're a Negro. Hey, this right here, man, y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop this shit, bro. Y'all gotta stop picking and choosing sides, dog, and be on the right side of justice. And what they doing to Kanye West is not justice. If a man can take what he said and felt passionate about it and then realize that he is like literally hurting his family, hurting other people from what he said, and apologize. He got down on his knees basically, bro, and apologized for what he said. That's more than what the fuck y'all want to give us, bro. That's more than what y'all want to give us, dog. Way more. And again, I'm stopping this. I got to go handle some business. Black folks aren't to be toyed with. Yes, it's very hard to defend ourselves because we're so divided. You got black people that really think that Kanye West is for the Klan just because he support Trump. Newsflash. No organization, no matter of fact, no institution, none will go against itself. Understand, everything that you see here, it's all orchestrated. I don't care how many proceedings you see in Congress. They all get their checks signed by the same entity. They all go to the same parties. They were all on that island, man. Oh, bro, I wasn't on the island like that. I was on the other side of the island. I ain't know nothing about it. Bro, what you want us to believe? That? I ain't there. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, man. I am trusting Russ. Please do. Anything that I said right now, you can fact check. I ain't on here spitting out opinions or none of that shit. Yeah, man, get to it. Kanye West apologized. Kanye West did the work, and he will not be stopped. In Jesus' name, amen.